What's going on, New African Nation? It's your boy, the one, the only, the one who's okay with being lonely. It's your boy, Nile. What's up, y'all? Gotta say what's up to, he back there. Yee, that's the guy. That's my man. It's my son. Gotta say what's up to my daughter. Morning. I gotta say what's up to y'all. Good morning. Coming here, let y'all know, I got my daily workout in. Make sure y'all doing that every morning. Go do some work, go do a workout, go on a walk, go on a run, whatever works for you, but get that body moving. That's what, ooh, it's a little nippy out here. That's what gets you going. It's what gets you feeling like you accomplished something early, because you did. You pushed yourself. It's all about your inner path and your inner competition. You want to be better than you were the day before. So that daily workout helps you see that, helps you feel that, and it helps you, when you do it in the morning, it helps you set the tone for the rest of the day. You feel like, yeah, I could do something. I beat this. I could do something. So make sure you do that. That daily workout, that daily workout is important. What I want to come and talk to y'all today, is about reflection. Is it a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I know some of us feel like, we reflect too much. We always thinking about what we did yesterday. We always thinking about what we did the day before. We always have we're thinking about it too much. We always in our head. Some of us, we don't reflect at all. We're not even thinking. We're not aware. We're just doing all times. We're on go mode, and both of those are extreme sides of the coins, but there's balance. There's a balance in between. Too much self-reflection, being in your head too much, that's anxiety. That's when you're thinking all the time about all the things that you've done, and you aren't appreciating the present moment. So how to beat anxiety, how to beat those feelings of nervousness, be in the present moment, be in that moment. Now, for those who are only in that moment and could never take the time to reflect, what you end up happening is things keep happening, but you keep doing the same thing because you're not realizing, you're not taking the time to reflect on your results. Now, let's say things are going super well for you. You're not taking the time to reflect because you're just eating. You're doing this repetitive pattern and you making money and things are going well for you. For people like that, this is what I'm going to say is going to happen to you. You're going to keep doing those things, and eventually those things aren't going to feel so fulfilling anymore. And you're not going to appreciate how far you've gotten. And you might get back to being depressed once you've lost that pattern, once you've lost that thing that pattern has given you. You see a lot of people who make it to the top, right? Doing this repetitive pattern, like athletes, doing this repetitive pattern. I done worked out and, I worked out, I played my sport and I did what I did and I've been making this money. So, I'm going to keep doing this until I die. But what happens is you keep doing that and you get injured or something and now you're depressed. But that's because you haven't appreciated what you've done to get to where you've gotten so far. After you hit that depression, you take a step back to reflect on, damn, this is where my life is gone. You feel free. So there's a balance, reflection. Reflect upon what you did in life, but don't do it to the point where you don't appreciate the present moment, and don't over-reflect. Don't under-reflect when you don't appreciate what you've done already. Reflection also comes in the form of other people. We are all the same spiritual beings having a human experience. So when you look at somebody else, when you see someone else, when you interact with someone else, what you're really looking at is a reflection of you. So when you judge someone else, you're judging yourself. And that is all a reflection. So take time to look at others, to reflect on yourself. don't do what a lot of people do, is they look at others and they deflect themselves onto others. So they think, oh, look at that person doing that. I don't do none of that, or I don't approve of that. And that's really you deflecting the things that you do, the things that you feel, the things that you know that you are guilty of onto somebody else, so you don't have to take the responsibility. And what happens very often is that same person that you were judging for doing that thing, either eventually you're going to do it and you're going to look at yourself, if you reflect, and be like, wow, I was a judgmental asshole and I did the same thing. I'm a hypocrite, which is a good thing because you reflect. And if you don't reflect and you keep doing that, what are you? You're a hypocrite because you're doing the same thing that you judge someone else for doing, and you're doing it and you're not taking the credit. So don't be hypocrites, and realize that when you look at someone else, you're looking at your reflection. So reflection, funny thing enough, everything in this world, everything that we see is our reflection. And guess who's doing the work? Our man up there. He's doing that. The sun reflects light onto the world, and we see what the reflection of that light is. We're looking at the waves of energy being reflected from that light to our eyes, which are like mirrors. And even if you look at the anatomy of an eye, you'll see that it works like a mirror. If you think about it, you look at a camera. A camera's also works with mirrors. So if you understand that, everything in this world that we see, even the things that we touch, taste, and sense, are all reflections of the same energy. And we are made of that energy. So that is us too. So when you're looking at everything around you, realize it's a reflection of yourself. Now, how can you use that? When you realize everything's a reflection of yourself, you get rid of the judgment of yourself. A lot of us, when we do self-reflect, we judge ourselves. We say, oh man, we aren't the best of this, or we aren't good at that, or this ain't me, this ain't that, I'm not that. But when you realize that we're all, and everything around you is a reflection of you, there's also another part of you that is that. There is that person you look up to that is you. There is a person that you look down to that is you. It is all you. You just have the choice and the control after you reflected to choose what version of you do you want to be. And that you has to be the best you. Because we are all beings and have our own choice and have our own lives, we get to choose that. So if you see yourself and let's say maybe you're overweight, and you're like, I don't like this reflection of myself that's overweight. And you look at somebody else and you go, damn, I want to be that person. Realize that you are that person. Realize that that person is you, but it's you that made certain decisions in a different way, in a different life path. So if you take the time to do those things that person had done, you're not going to be an exact reflection of that other person, because that's not how the world works, but you will be your own version of that reflection. You will be your own version of somebody who works out every day. You will be your own version of someone who's dedicated and determined. You will be the reflection of someone that you're proud of. Because here's another thing that you're going to remember. It's only reflecting what already exists on the inside. It's not outside in. It's not you have the muscles. It's not that you have the muscles because it just happens, because you thought about it. You have the muscles because inside you had the determination, you had the fire, you had the work ethic, you had the desire, and you made it happen interiorly over and over and over again. So then your outside reflection made that change. Everything is a reflection, but it's all a reflection of inside. It's all a reflection of inside. Reflection, that is the word of the day, reflection. When you think about reflection, realize that a reflection is always you. Everything that's a reflection is you. When you deflect, then you're trying to make it not you, which is impossible because it is always you. Everything around you is you. Everything around you is energy. So it is you. It's a reflection of you. So when you try to deflect, what you're really doing is trying to take yourself out of the equation, and you're trying to say it's something else, it's things outside of me, and now you're working backwards. And when you work backwards, when you live backwards, which is Live, when you live backwards, you go EVIL, which is evil. When you live backwards, you feel all the negative feelings, the negative emotions. You feel the egotistical emotions. You feel pride, jealousy. All those things comes from thinking that everything outside of you has nothing to do with you. Well, not that way. Everything outside of you is not a reflection of you, because everything outside of you it is you. It's not that it doesn't have anything. It's not that it has something to do with you. It is you. Don't think that, if someone or something happens around you, that it's because of you. Don't think of that, because if you think of it in that way, then you think you're responsible for everything. And really, you're only responsible for your insides. And when you're responsible for your insides, the outside reflects it. So, reflection is the word of the day. Everybody who's up this morning, wake up, get your workout in, and have a blessed day. Say goodbye to my guy up there, and make sure you say hi to him too. If not, I'm pulling up at your doorstep. That's my guy. You gotta respect him. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. You gotta respect him. Say goodbye to my baby girl. Also, gotta say goodbye to baby girl down there too. I'm not sure if y'all can see her. Where's she at? Oh, there she go. I'll catch y'all later. Peace.